The weather has turned, we've got rain, but we're still powering on. We are going to be doing the walking tour. Now this is the town hall. The train station is just on the opposite side. There's all roadworks going on because they are eventually building a light rail system. They have it at 10 o'clock at the same spot here. So you can see this tree and that opposite Foot Locker there. And they have it at 2:30, which is what we're doing now. That there is St. Mary's Cathedral behind me. It is the oldest cathedral in Australia, built back in 1868, I do believe. This here is the town hall, and this was built started building in 1868. It took 20 years to build, and it's actually built on the site of an old cemetery. So every time they do reconstruction, every few years, they do still find the odd dead body. So there you go. We are now on George Street, which is the main busy road in central Sydney, and it is the busiest, most well-known road in Sydney, in the city centre. So that building you see there is the Queen Victoria building. When it was constructed, originally it was going to be markets, but it was sort of built wrong, and then they're like, no, we want it to be more higher end. In 1986, a Malaysian company bought the building completely, renovated it to how you see it today. So Sydney actually has its own underground of walking ways as well, which I never knew. So you can see we're walking now, and it connects from building to building through certain bits of the city centre, which is pretty cool, and it actually has different shops and more shops as well. We are now in Martin's Place, sort of like a central, more businessy a little bit, but I love the fact that the shops are all spread around. I thought they were more down to a circular quay, but they're not. They are just everywhere. The walking tours during your first 2 days as well, 3 days, especially if you move in here, because it gives you more grips, more bearings of the city, and especially the city centre. There's a couple of cool things here, but one that I wanted to tell you quickly. There's actually a couple of movies filmed here. One bit was The Matrix, with Neo standing over there on the telephone box. The red woman in the red dress walks by. Pivotal moment in the scene, in the movie, just filmed just up there. We are going down another bit of these underground routes, which connect up, and apparently they have some street art, so it's hidden away, so cool. So the bit of street art, I was actually expecting paint or something on the wall, but they've actually done this bit now to sort of make it more like Melbourne in terms of the street art. They've put all these bird cages up here so you can see all the way down, and it's for the 50 types of different birds that used to live in the Sydney area before urbanisation happened. They've had to leave to fly away, so they've actually put all the different names on the floor of the birds. Plus as well, at different times of the day you hear different bird sounds depending whether they're a day bird or a night sort of bird, so always music playing. Very nice, I like it. So we've just come to Circular Quays now, but that bridge, the Sydney Harbour Bridge, is something that I just never get bored of seeing. It is so beautiful. I love the harbour, I do love the harbour here. That is my favourite, one of my favourite bits. I love the harbour. So just to show you, these apartments right here that you see, they were built and finished and completed in 1999, and in 2015 they actually sold one for 22 million Australian dollars. 22 million. 22 million, yes. The reason I didn't film any more of the tour is because the heavens opened outside, hence why I am drenched. Everything was soaking wet. So hopped on a bus fast we could. The tour was for nearly 3 hours long, or it was 3 hours long. It was good, there was a lot of history. You cover a lot of the city, like everything in the city. There is sometimes, I'm not gonna say too much information, but it goes a lot into detail where sometimes it doesn't need to, but still, if you're new to the city and you wanna get to know it, recommend doing both the tours. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed today, and we'll carry on tomorrow, or the day after, but we'll see. Bye.